Car salesmen are notorious for using lowballing to get customers to buy cars. So what usually happens is Joe Schmo comes into a dealership. He starts eyeing this car that he really likes. And a sleazy salesman slithers up to him and hisses, "Oh, you like that car over there?" And Joe says, "Yeah, it's great, but your competitors down the street have it for $200 cheaper." And the salesman says, "Well, what's your name?" He says, "Joe." And the salesman says, "Joe, I really like you. I want you to come into my office. We're going to make a deal. I'm going to give you this car for $2,000 cheaper than the competitor." Joe thinks, "Wow, that's great." So they go into the office. They end up signing some financial stuff. Joe fills out all the paperwork. And the salesman says to him, "Joe, I want to make sure that you're happy with this car. So before I make you autograph it and buy the car, I want you to drive the car around for a couple days and make sure it's really for you. And if at the end of those couple days you want the car, then come in here and buy it. If not, that's cool." So Joe ends up taking the car home, shows it off to friends and family. They love it. And he starts, now that he's decided that he wants the car, he starts coming up with all these reasons why he should get the car. He likes the color of the car. He likes the interior. He likes the little air freshener thingy that comes with it that they didn't have at the dealership across the street where it was a couple $100 cheaper. So he goes back 2 days later to the dealership to sign the papers and buy the car. And the dealer says, "Joe, I have to apologize to you. I am so sorry. But the car you wanted is actually going to be $2,000 more. Actually, a little more than that. It's going to be actually more expensive than the competitor. I'm sorry. If you don't want the car, I understand." And now that Joe, so basically the dealer has lowballed poor Joe. He's taken away the very impetus or reason that made him want the car in the first place, that it was cheaper than the competitor. But now Joe's come up with all of these other reasons why he wants to keep the car. He likes the air freshener, he likes the color, he likes the interior. So Joe ends up buying the car. Now women use the same lowballing tactic on men all the time. A man might meet a woman and she might imply that she's going to sleep with him. So he ends up taking her out, spending a bunch of money on her. And at the end of the night, she ends up saying, "I don't know you that well, we aren't sleeping together." She's a bit of a cock tease. But now he's come up with all of these reasons why he spent money on her, that she's a great girl, he enjoys spending time with her, on and on and on and on. And because he's come up with these other reasons, when she lowballs him, she takes away the very impetus that made him spend money on her. He doesn't care. He's actually proud of his decision.